Good evening, everyone. My name is Luke, and tonight I will be giving a video presentation on the film House of Hummingbird. And in this film, we see the director, Bori Kim, attempt to portray just the various types of relationships there are, and I guess the similarities that they can all have. And one of these similarities just being the feeling of loneliness. And we're really able to see this through Eun-hee, that's the main character. We're able to see this through her parents. Eun-hee's father was seen dancing by himself in a suit about 15 minutes in, which depicts her father as expressing his true personality in isolation, showing that he might be self-conscious of who he truly is when he's around his wife or family. And we're also able to see Eun-hee's mother portrayed as a lonely person, because shortly after he left the house wearing that suit, because his daughter Eun-hee walked in. Shortly after, his wife, Eun-hee's mother, comes in and just begins to rummage through his wardrobe. Like this was a typical thing, or like a typical or like this was a possibility. Like she already knew that. Anyways, she begins to rummage through his clothes to deduce what he would be wearing, so that she could figure out what he might be doing. And it's just suggests that she's a skeptical wife, and this kind of makes her more reluctant to express her love or affection to him when they're all together or even privately. And we're really able to see this reluctancy when they're all in the car about 36 minutes into the film. They're headed to Eun-hee's mother's brother's funeral, and during that whole car ride, they're completely silent, and she isn't able to grieve to an understanding, loving husband. This really demonstrates that they are lonely together, which I would argue is more of a reason that they are absent-minded parents. They don't interact together as a family, or even as a couple. We see them privately. Two scenes that I see two specific scenes that would show that they're not on the same emotional page would be a scene shot at time segment 49:10, 49 minutes in, and this is probably the most clear out of sync they are in the entire movie, because not only are they like yelling at each other, but they are like pushing each other, and then the husband aggressively, like, because he's a lot stronger than her, he like knocks her to the ground, and this causes the wife to retaliate by grabbing a nearby like lamp and throwing it at him, which shatters and tears his arm up. And then another scene that nonverbal expressions demonstrate this would be at time segment 58:19. The entire family is having dinner in silence. A lot has just happened in Eun-hee's day, and neither of her parents are nobody's talking, nobody's asking about any of their kids today, which yeah, again, just shows that what starts as like not being able to talk individually to each other, or when it's just them two, translates into how they are as a family. They don't really talk a whole lot. We don't see a lot of that in the movie. And when it comes to like two scenes that the mother appears lonely, but she finds a way to ease this, is about an hour in, hour 6 minutes in. Her mother is completely by herself, but while Eun-hee is like yelling, they're outside, and she seems to be like kind of daydreaming or staring off into space. And Eun-hee starts yelling "Mom" at her, and she doesn't turn around. And this suggests that she doesn't not only not really seem to care, but that she would rather continue just doing what she's doing, which is staring off into space. And then a thought-provoking relationship, in my opinion, would be the teacher and Eun-lee. It's just kind of like, I don't know, romantic seeming. Like they're not supposed to be together, but they seem to both have fondness for each other.